I know y'all see the. I know. Wait, hold on. Wait. Before we start. All right. The meshers. The meshers. I know you see. I know I didn't have this last week, but like, just a little. I can't touch it because it hurts. But I'm.
I'm blinded.
See it, right? So you already know who it is. It's Juwan 145, the Nigerian prince / king. Now, I would usually do to the left of me, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to introduce Ozzy, Mr. Alleged Uzair.
Yes, it is alleged because we don't know. Like, it's just, that's the thing, right? We just don't know, right? Like the other day, I was sitting at the doctor's office. I was just sitting there, and then somebody came in. They were like, Uzair, buddy. Did I get up? Did I? We don't know because it's alleged. I may have gotten up, but I guess we could find out at like 1,000 subscribers, maybe.
Come on now. We want to find out.
And then we'll probably find out, and that'll be it.
That's it. Now, today we got two special guests. I'm gonna introduce Mr. Keenan N. Charles himself. He's here in the flesh.
What's crack-a-lacking, y'all? What's going down? How are we doing? How are we feeling?
You sound like you in a jazz club.
Yeah, how are we doing? The sky is blue. My heart is blue, but I love you. Ooh.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Then we have the beautiful Miss Lena.
Hello, I'm so excited you're having me on.
I'm so excited for you to be here. So this is the Mesh We Don't Went International. Lena, why don't you say where you from? What side? Where on the world are you from?
I'm from Germany.
We got somebody international here, y'all. So it's definitely gonna be a very fun.
Just for everything,
right? It's gonna be a very fun episode. This episode, we're gonna keep it very light. We're gonna talk from an artist standpoint. Lena, you're an artist, correct?
Yes, I'm an actress.
There we go. Keenan, you're an artist, correct?
The director.
Look at him. He's the director. Ozzy, you're an artist, correct?
Yes, sir. I dabble in a few things, editing,
The hell out of me.
acting.
He said he's in the background and in the
some acting, some editing, things like that, But yeah, yes, I am.
And y'all already know yours truly, the TikTok. Let me stop. All right. So we're gonna move right on to our first. We're gonna move right into our first topic. This is a topic that Lena came up with, and I thought that this was an interesting one. It's how do we as creators find a way to continue to be inspired to create content, or knowing that creative jobs have become very scarce during the pandemic. I don't know if I said it correct. Did I say it correctly?
Great.
Okay.
I understand.
It sounded way better when you said it.
Okay. I was trying to figure out did it make sense? So I want us to all, congregate, come together. Keenan, we're gonna start with you. 15 seconds for the full topic. Go ahead, Keenan. What's your thought process on it? Now you look sharp.
Okay. Okay, I got 10 now. I feel like the best way that it's hard to do that, and I feel like the lack of us being able to do it gives us more motivation to do it in other ways. So I feel like we are finding ways to put on shows, direct shows, and do stuff like that in our homes. So no, not everybody likes the whole Zoom world, but it's gonna be it's our norm for now. If we still want to do something, we kind of still have to do it in the best way we can. Time. Boom.
I meant 15 minutes for the full topic. Oh. You could keep talking. I'll cut you. That's what that was my. That's at 15 seconds. That was my bad. Go ahead.
Oh, damn, Juwan.
You can still. That was my bad.
I'm just gonna log out.
All right. Miss Lena, what is your thought process on it?
So I thought that's also important to not stress yourself to be creative, because sometimes when you do that, you stress yourself so much out that you then get sad and upset at yourself, and you're sad at the entire situation, and then it takes you a long time to really get creative. So I would think or say at first, just don't stress yourself out. And what I've also been doing is go online and take workshops there. So I've been taking singing classes there. I've been learning how to play the piano. So I feel like there's so much now out there that you couldn't really do online before. So I feel like we have a lot more access to great workshops from all over the world now. Like people offer so much at the moment. So I feel like that's really good.
Okay. All right. Was there? Oh, sorry, allegedly.
Hey, it's alleged.
That was
Please,
my bad. That was my
please,
bad. You know, I slip up sometimes. That was my bad.
We don't know. We don't know. But I would say there are. I mean, yeah, obviously, right? You can't go out and perform, especially theater stuff. You can't do it anymore. Movies you can't watch anymore because of the pandemic. I think there are a few ways that you could try to keep at it, and it is a bit more difficult, but it's a new avenue that you get to explore, and then you could find out whether or not you like that approach. That's another thing. So for instance, how Keenan said, Zoom is one way to a lot of people are performing over Zoom. A lot of people are posting their monologues and stuff online. You could just make a single person skit, make a bunch of characters by yourself and make a skit if you have a camera at home. And you could see me, I just stream video games sometimes, like time to time I would stream a video game because, hey, that's also some form of content. I'm sure there are certain avenues you could go down. It is a little bit more difficult. Lena said workshops and stuff. That's a good way to keep yourself busy and, hone your skills and make sure your skills don't, deteriorate. But yeah, I think it's difficult but doable. As you just gotta have the resources to do it, I would say.
So my question, well, I'm gonna get my point. I don't think that it's gonna, being creative is necessarily hard. Being creative is necessarily hard in this time period because, thank the Lord that, nah, all right. Thank the Lord.
Easy.
Thank the Lord that we have a lot of online and, film kind of takes place. So it's kind of like film is like the temporary thing for right now. What I mean by that is like you can capture things on camera. So you can act on camera, you can do skits. A lot of content creators, they've been doing this. Nothing has been taken away from them. I know from more like theatrical people who perform on stage and, they do more live performances, you may feel like that it may be like, damn, like what's, but like what Keenan said, the Zoom stuff, like there was so many different Zoom shows that I've seen, that the theater Zoom, I call it theater Zoom, that I've seen on Zoom. And I'm like, wow, this is pretty dope. Like I never thought that you could put a live performance on and not even be in the same room. But do you guys think that in the long-term effect, that the online would be like the new kind of like live theater?
No.
Theater, the whole point of theater is that it's done in person. It's live in person. Like, sure, yeah, it's live. You could do live stuff, but it's done in person. It's the energy you share with the audience, and then vice versa, that you probably won't get doing it on Zoom.
I think that this is a for now. So in the theater world right now, everybody's saying that we're just in intermission. We're just in an intermission right now. And I think when we come back, it's going to be wild. It's going to be so crazy. And the reason I say it is because everybody has time to sit at home and write and create these plays. Everybody has time to edit the plays that's been sitting in their closet. Everybody has time to like hone their acting skills. Just like Lena, I think a bird just came to my window. I'm sorry. It just like
not the bird randomly flew.
I'm sorry.
Well,
it was
a mesh, bro.
It's crazy. So just like that, we coming in swooping in like a bird to a window. Okay. But I think we are about to, like, when this is all over, I think theater is going to be different. I think we're going to see a lot of different theater. I think we're going to see a lot of different people on theater. I think it's going to be wild. when it gets back up, it's gonna like hit the ground running because people are so ready. They're so ready.
They're itching for it.
Lena,
Or
what's your
hungry. They're just hungry, you know?
I'm sorry.
What's your thought process on like is online becoming like the new theater?
I hope not. Like, I hope that once COVID is over, it will shift back to everything being like live and in person. But I've also seen like some theaters live stream some of their performances, which I think is amazing, because I would rather have that than no theater at all.
Right.
So I hope that more theaters, once the numbers rise and people can really afford to go into quarantine for 2 weeks, then we will see more of that. That would be amazing.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
I agree with that. That's a good idea. Like being a theater person, I think I hated the idea of theater being filmed. I was like, oh, this is so dumb. But now that when we were in quarantine, I'm like, yo, I would have paid money to see that play that was recorded on Broadway. I would have paid money to see it. Everybody got a Disney subscription to see Hamilton.
Yeah.
And
Watched
I
it.
would
It was nice.
money to see all these shows that are on.
And you know what's crazy? I feel like that should have been some sort of setup that happened throughout the pandemic, or well, throughout quarantine, really. Like, you know how, like, all right, Tyler Perry Studios, for example, he told those actors, hey, you're gonna live in my studio, live there, and then we're gonna act and we're gonna film and da da da. I feel like it should have kind of been something like that with Broadway. Like, all right, y'all stay here, we'll put y'all in hotel rooms or whatever the case may be, and we'll test y'all every now and then we'll just film it, and you do your dues. Like Hamilton could have been shot, you do your dues, let's see it, and then pay people to see it. I think the theater world could have still strived this whole entire quarantine.
Nah, the issue is this, right? Because you also have to keep up. You got to keep up the theater. The theater money also comes from the people that come by and pay for the tickets to watch it. So if you keep running the theater without that income, then it's a bit more difficult. Also, it would be more like if you every time you want to watch a show, you got to pay for it, right? But if you put it online, you only got to pay for it once. Or some people don't even pay for it. They'll just probably pirate that shit. So that's a loss in terms of money, which could potentially close down theaters.
I can see where you're coming. I can see, but I mean, I feel like it'll be the same sense like of where you get tickets online. Like, you know how like you don't go to the box office like in person, like you purchase tickets online and then you show your phone. I mean, it could be the same sense like that if they was to put it online, where it's like, all right, we have our own type of service or website where you pay for it one time because you're gonna pay for a ticket once. You pay for it one time and you can see it.
I've done that. I've done that. Come on, Keenan English. I've done that with. There's a play that I directed, but it was put on, and it was called Barbecue, and I was on Today Ticket, and you did see that.
I remember it because we were working together when we used to go over it.
The artist just artist.
No, and then that show was put on like Broadway. But it was through like Zoom. So I paid for a ticket. It was only like $5, and I fully forgot about it. So I didn't get to see it. And I get what I almost called you Bobby. I don't know why I almost called you Bobby. Why did I do that?
Allegedly.
It was probably you mixing those two words together. It was like Ozzy, and then the next word that was about to come out that mouth.
That's just my persona today. Bobby's here today, guys.
You're Bobby today.
I'm Bobby.
I was saying Bobby. So, I was sitting there, and I was like, "Yo, this is actually really dope." But I was glad that they didn't allow me to keep it because I wouldn't have paid for it again. I wouldn't have paid for it again. Honestly, being realistic with myself, I wouldn't have wanted to pay for it again. But I think, and also you have to remember, that's a lot of money. That one, they have to pay the actors. They're paying the actors equity money. Equity money not cheap. Then they got to pay the staff in the theater. Then they got to pay the lighting designers, and they have to recreate this show to work for a filmed version of it. They're not going to put a camera in the audience and they're going to be like, all right,
Yeah.
Like BMCC days when they used to like, there was the cameraman in the back. He's like,
So the cameraman would be in the front row, like,
Nah, there was just a whole cameraman.
all right.
he was just.
Yep, it would be Lenny. Lenny would be standing there.
Yeah, Lenny had all the candy though, bro.
He
Pulling up all
did.
the snacks.
He did, and he had discounts too for the Metro cards because I needed those.
Bring us that ice. Remember that ice?
Oh my god. Okay.
Bring us the hospital ice. Man, so now I got a staff ID.
But this is just a message to all the creators out there that this is temporary. Like everything else in life is temporary. You living at home with your parents, temporary. You working that 9-to-5 job is temporary. Everything is temporary. So this exactly is temporary. Take this time, like what Keenan was saying, write. If you got an idea, write it out. Make sure it's solid. Edit what you got to edit. Brush up on the talents of acting. Go ahead, Keenan.
I'm sorry. One more thing.
You ruined my closing out.
I said a second ago, but I also have a second part to it. I feel like do not be discouraged by other people working. If you see other people, I just made a 200-page script and I'm workshopping it on Zoom right now. Don't look at them and go, oh my gosh, I should be doing something. Oh my goodness, I should be doing something. Like, I should be like working. If you are tired and this is the first time you've ever had time to like not be caught up in life, use that time to better yourself mentally, physically. If you want to work out, go do that. If you don't have time to take naps in a year, you're not allowed to go. You know how many naps I've taken in quarantine because I can't take naps in real life? Oh my goodness. It's amazing. So I feel like if you are ready to work, go ahead and work. Brush out those. Where did you get these glasses from? Brush out those.
Glasses now.
Yeah.
Everybody just got glasses, so I thought I should have one.
Glasses to see.
I feel like I didn't get them.
Yeah,
Lena, go ahead and get your glasses.
Auntie, you should have let me know.
This was by surprise. I was caught off guard.
I'm sending them.
Thank you.
You got some.
Um,
I really did get some glasses. Like,
Yeah.
Continue on, Keenan. Go ahead.
this one kind of fucks with me though. I
the,
get really close.
as I was saying, but if you're ready to work. If you're ready to make those scripts, do those scripts. But if you're tired and if you are like exhausted because you were living a life where you were busy and hustling and bustling like all humans and New Yorkers do, and stuff like that, like if you're doing that, do it. Like take your time. You move at your own pace.
Absolutely. I definitely do agree 100%.
Just-
No, go ahead, Lena.
I feel like you can also find so much inspiration just in other areas of your life that have nothing to do with acting or the arts, but you can use that inspiration and apply it to your art then. Like going outside and working out or reading a book, just something where you stumble across something, or I don't know, you get rid of like writer's block, for example, and then you're able to come up with new ideas. I feel like that's so helpful too.
Absolutely. I definitely do agree with both Lena and Keenan for the simple fact that I definitely was one of those people who was just working as if I had no life. You know what I'm saying? I was just working, and schooling and working. And when this whole pandemic hit, let me tell you something. This is how you know.
Let me tell you something.
I got his grandma glasses.
This is how you know that when you plan out and you just take the time to just take a step back from reality in life, and you're like, you just start to see the pieces fall. So to all my artists and all my creators, please definitely do listen to this advice that Keenan and Charles and Miss Lena has given today. So we are going to move right along. See, I don't even got to give a scripture. I don't got to give one. Okay. They gave it for me. So we're going to move right along.
That was a braid.
No, it's the hat piece. And it remind me of a piece of like a hair piece. Like, I don't know how people be doing this. Like, I'm trying to move it out the way.
He's gotta.
Did you hear me? Let me stop. All right. So we're going to move right along to our next topic. Our next topic is These glasses was prescribed when I was in elementary school, so I got to do it.
Yeah, you gonna hurt yourself.
It's
Your head's not squeezing right now.
Not in my eyes.
Your head's not squeezing right now.
No, it's not. You see, it's how do we gain attraction without compromising the views of the audience's views and feelings? How do we gain attraction?
I need a little bit more description.
I was about to do that. I was about to get into it. How do we create content without stepping on toes of people that support us?
But where's that line at, though?
I'm so
okay.
like,
Okay, hold on.
No, I get what you're saying, but
Okay.
that's the question I have: is where is that line? Where's that line of stepping on toes?
This is what I'm saying. Who creates?
It's like you draw that line, though. Probably. I feel like it's right.
Yeah.
I feel like it's sometimes I know you might come across something on backstage and it says something that you might have to. Let's say there's nudity involved, and you might feel comfortable doing it, but then you get in your head about what your parents might say, what your friends in school might think. And I think then it's important to kind of tune in and ask yourself how you feel about it, and then draw the line based on how you think this would affect your life and your career if you feel comfortable doing it. Did I get it right? Is that what you meant?
So I want to kind of like I'm gonna dive a little bit more deeper into it. I have to take the glasses off because now I'm gonna dive a little bit more deeper into it. So it's kind of like let's say if you want to create a movie, right?
mm-hmm.
And you may have done the research or whatever the case may be. Like for example, I'm trying to think of a movie off the back of my head. But let's say if I wanted to do movies specifically, and I want to include a certain character that represents a certain community of people, how do I, me as a content creator, make sure that community gets represented the right way without having to worry about if I'm like, okay, did I get it right? Like, or is it like, did I mess up? Because we do watch movies, we do watch theater where sometimes we may see a specific character and we're like, well, that's not how we act at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not who we are as people.
Now, my response to that would be, you're never going to get it right. You're never going to get it right. Because, for example, I'm writing a play or a movie or a scene about Black people, right? Me being a Black person, I have experience being a Black person, right? So I'm going to go ask my other Black friend and one more Black friend. And then I'm going to be talking about everything about being Black. And then that character is going to be representing my idea of being Black, their idea of being Black, and their idea of being Black. 3 out of the billions of Black people in the world who all have different standpoints of being Black. I promise you, 1 out of those billion people is going to go, I don't resonate with that. I don't connect with it. I don't feel what they're showing. I get it, but I don't feel it. You know what I mean? You're never, ever, ever going to duplicate life. You're only going to show strokes of life. You know what I mean? Only little pieces and bits of it. You can't photocopy life. You just can't.
Yeah. I think, all right, so it's a weird line, but I think for instance, making a movie, you're trying to tell a story. It's storytelling, right? That's your main goal, to tell the story. You're not thinking, oh, how should I portray each community? Because then that's what the movie would be about. You know, the movie's about you wanting to tell your story, and you tell it by adding these characters and whatever the character may be, and then giving them the lines that progress the story, you know, instead of giving them the lines of how they would act, you know? So it's a weird line, but at me as a content creator, I personally don't think about that. I just want to make the content, you know? I don't want it to be that I'm forcefully throwing something into someone's face, because that's when it doesn't resonate well with the audience, you know? You know, like same thing with like Star Wars, you know, when they tried to put in a lot of different characters, and and some of the characters serve no purpose, but they wanted to throw it to make it a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? what's the word I'm looking for? Make it more full of other races. Yeah, diverse. Yeah.
Diverse.
Make it more diverse, but some characters didn't serve a purpose, so they purposely threw it, you know, instead of like to for an agenda as opposed to telling a story. You know, and I think that kind of hurt the Star Wars franchise a lot. And I mean, the character was fine. It's just those characters serve no purpose. If you get rid of every single line from that character and every single thing they did, the story would not change at all. That's when you know you've kind of messed up. Anything you tell in a story or a movie should have a purpose, in my opinion.
Okay.
But yeah.
So I was trying to write down something, you know, like ideas and thoughts get into your head, so you try to like write it down real quickly before you forget. And I did forget halfway as I was writing it down. I was like, damn it. But
It was fading.
Right, it was fading. I'm like, damn it, I'm trying to listen and then write. But I was like, I literally stopped at verses and I'm like, what was the other one? But so what I'm getting more so is that you would never be able to please a whole entire audience of individuals, which is that's a fact. It's more so worrying about the story that you're trying to tell with these characters and these individuals, and you know the plot line behind it, more so than how the audience reaction is gonna feel. Because we could even document back to now. I got a movie which is called The Cuties. Cuties, the movie. Have you seen it, Lena? On okay. So when Cuties came, no, because I had to explain it a little bit, but when Cuties came out, right, it was a movie about these you know young girls and they was entering a dance competition. And
I know exactly what movie.
No, exactly what I'm talking about. And what it was it was showing kind of outside of the U.S. more in like foreign other countries first, right? Of how like their experiences with growing up, being young girls growing up, and they get into the mindset of media and think that is the way to go. People, they kind of took the prerogative part of the movies, which there was only probably like two parts of where they was dancing very, I would say very, and that shouldn't have been, but they took that and that was like the focus line of the whole entire movie for people who didn't really watch the movie. So something like that, where that director, she was coming out, she wanted to tell the stories about how young girls in her area or where she grew up in, how their growing up experience was, and people kind of took it a different type of way.
Okay, I see it.
You get what I'm trying to say? So how is it that, how do we find that line of like, I can make this without, I know I've been trying, I want to get it, but then you got to pay the money. And
I would say advertise it well.
Money.
I would say advertise it well. You know, I think the Cuties advertisement was off. The stuff they showed in the advertisement did not resonate with the movie. If you advertise what's in the movie or what it's about, what the message is, then people will watch it. But the stuff they showed was like, oh my God, this looks like they're kind of objectifying little girls and stuff like that. And that's what the advertisement looked like. And that's why there was an uproar. Maybe they did it on purpose because they thought it would be an uproar.
Ozzy, the crazy thing is that in France, their advertising of that was completely different from how it was. So this is what I'm saying. Like, yes, the advertising here was just ridiculous. It was like, it shouldn't have been that, because it was showing like, you know, the short skirts, whatever the case may be, instead of kind of showing the focus of the movie with the advertising here in the US. But I know definitely in France, they definitely advertised it as the girls that was all holding hands, and it was like, I think it was like up, jumping or something like that. It was in the air, halfway in the air.
Yeah, with the poster, right? The poster.
Yeah, the poster.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, as content creators, we're definitely gonna have, there is no fine line of pleasing the audience. I feel like when you please the audience is when you get a reaction out of them. And as long as you got a reaction out of the audience, hey, you did your job and you did it well. No matter how they feel, as long as they feel something when they came and seen it, to see it. I just feel like when it comes down to representing, like if you have a character that's supposed to represent, a certain community, or if they are, yes, everybody in that community has lived totally different lives, so no experience is going to be the same, but also do your research before you have a specific character out there.
I agree.
Do that research, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to also false represent false represent. That's where I'm gonna put that
Yeah.
period, because I ain't gonna make myself look like a fool, right? False represent that, that community, and have that community like, hey, well, that's not even how we act. You know what I'm saying? You want to kind of have a balance, a fine ground.
Yeah. What's Lena's opinion? I don't think we asked.
Yeah, Lena, what's going on?
I was also thinking about how it's important to, I feel like, then cast someone out of that community for that role who can somewhat relate to it. I feel like there's been some, I don't know, like recently there was this movie where somebody got cast in a role, I think as a homosexual, but he actually isn't. And a lot of people were like, well, a lot of gay people actually don't, they either don't get cast or they don't get nominated for awards. But a lot of straight people playing gay characters get all these awards and all those nominations, and it's just unfair. So I feel like that's also really important, that people from that community get to represent that community.
Absolutely. No, that's a great point, because well, from what I learned from theater history also is that when women couldn't play, they couldn't act in theater, they had the young boys, play the feminine roles, because they were much more feminine looking and all of that.
What?
And
you're more feminine looking than a woman.
Yeah, you're more feminine looking. Hey, listen, I wasn't there at them time periods, okay? But it's kind of like that, where it's like, why don't you, what Lena said, ask the people that's in those communities to play that role, because they're going to know how to play it. You know what I'm saying? Whether they came from different walks of life, you can still have some sort of recognition, like, oh, I can still kind of recognize with that person because, hey, they're the skin color, or they're the same sexual orientation, or they're whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Vacation.
So we going to move right along. Hey, welcome back, y'all. We're all in grass, including Lena and Spirit.
Oh,
She's in
okay. Grass.
So.
Wait.
Oh, well, he's at the
Wait,
beach.
I'm clearly not in grass.
Okay, so oh my God. Ozzy's cut is so perfect. Like, mine is fading in and out. You see parts of my room, my bed, my chair. But
Keenan's cut's perfect, bro.
Yeah, his is too.
No, I look, my hair is like.
I gotta get a new camera. I gotta get a new webcam. Yeah, company.
Now what you gotta do? You gotta write down. I have a green screen in the background. Don't do that. That fucks it all. That messes it all up. Look. What's up, y'all? My wall is grass.
How you did that?
You just click on I have green. You just click on I have green screen on the bottom.
Oh, no, I don't want to click on that. All right, my room been shown enough. So we're gonna move right along to our final topic. Give me a second. Streaming services, are they doing better than movies in the movie theater?
Yep.
Movie theater streaming services.
Yep.
Oh wait, hold on, wait. Okay, wait, y'all. All right, y'all answering. All right, let's get the opinions. Keenan, you were the first one to answer, so why do you feel that way?
Because these people out here making these movies can't be seen. They can't get to no box office. They can't get to no damn movie theater. Even though movie theaters are opening, but nobody's gonna go because the Rona gonna be in the seats. The Rona gonna be in the popcorn. The Rona gonna be in the nachos. The Rona gonna be on the tickets. The Rona gonna be in the air. It's just gonna be Rona, right? So nobody feels safe to go to a movie theater yet. So the streaming services are they're chilling in their house, and we have to also understand that binge culture is a thing. And now that we're all home for so long now, binging is such a big thing. Like I've binged 3 shows on like quarantine. It's crazy.
No, Keenan, honestly, it's insane. You want to know why? So somebody who I'm currently speaking to, they recommended a movie called Dead to Me. Not a movie, it's a show. Sorry, series. You seen that?
Oh my God, I've seen both seasons. It's
okay,
so
let me tell you. I binged watched that season 1 and I was done with season 1 in one day. Then season 2 carried into the night over. Then I woke up, replayed season 2 because you fall asleep and then it's all right. Let me replay back to season.
You gotta go 3 episodes back. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? A couple episodes back, because I was on episode 3. I was like, wait, hold on, I didn't remember episode 3.
You're like, how I get to episode 8? You wake up like this. You're like,
I was like, huh? But I binged and I finished it and I found out that they're coming out with a season 3. Oh my God, I can't wait. But
No way.
yeah, they're coming out with a season 3. It's coming out.
I'm so happy
they're
now.
filming this year and then it's gonna be So like but
Just made my night.
you listen, okay? Because I had to do the read because I was like, it cannot end off like that. If y'all didn't see Dead to Me, y'all please go see. Yes, this is a free promotion from me. Please go see Dead to Me. It's amazing. What's going on? But but you know, just the binge watching, like you can definitely binge watch, but I think it does add a pressure to these productions that put on to streaming services, because now it's like I kind of like have to make a new season and I kind of have to like make sure that the season is good so that way these people.
No, they don't.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
TV shows are one thing that have been kind of coming back because it's the cast that knows everybody. So as long as everyone is like tested, made sure nothing's on them,
Yeah,
they all just pull up and record because it's the same people that come every time.
I don't think they're pressured.
No, I was saying
I think they're like, yo, we put out so much stuff. They could wait. They could wait right now.
Oh.
And then they got another show to watch tomorrow.
Okay.
They're all right. You know how many shows you can.
I ran out of shows, bro. I was so sad. I was so sad. I'm gonna watch Cobra Kai. I've been hearing good shit about Cobra Kai.
I'm on season 6 of Agents of Shield.
Oh my God, bro! Agents of Shield is so good. I ran out. I watched that too. I watched it too. I was crying, bro. It was too good.
All I'm gonna say right now is season 6 right now is slow as a mother. And
Which one is season 6 again?
They in space.
Don't spoil.
Oh yeah.
They're looking for Fitz.
Right.
Oh, okay. So this is the after the future past.
Yeah.
So
that show that one was good.
Oh hey, Juwan. Hey Lena. I didn't even notice that was here. What's up?
She's here. Hey Lena.
Oh,
Lena, I was about to have a regular conversation with you. So Lena, what's going on? No. But what is your thought process about streaming service doing better than movies in movie theater?
Who's
Lena?
Lena's? Oh, okay.
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I honestly feel kind of bad for the movie theaters right now. I feel like maybe they could have handled it better where they wouldn't have put out all the movies like Wonder Woman on like the streaming services, but they could have rather created a homepage, maybe run by AMC, where you can still watch the movies online, but it's kind of through a website from a movie theater where you still pay, I don't know, $10 maybe. Still funding AMC. The movies still get paid, and Universal and all these other production companies.
That actually is an interesting point, though. They could have did something like that, because honestly, people would definitely pay for that, and it still would have kept AMC still going, not going bankrupt. No, alleged. And you know Lena, why didn't they have you on board? When they had you on board with the team meeting. Right. I'm like, that makes sense.
They're gonna watch this and they're gonna be like,
exactly.
yeah.
They're going, wow.
You gotta patent it right now. The idea, 30% cut.
30%. All right. You heard
it here first. That's fine.
AMC is big. I'll take a 1% cut and I'll be all right.
I need that 13, 13, because
30, 30, my guy. 30.
He said 1% cut. He good.
I mean, if they make a crap ton of money, then yeah, you definitely
make so much money. 1% is enough.
But you take the 30 from the idea. So you're giving them 70. It's your idea. You're giving them 70. So give me 30, and we're fine.
But I want to say real quick though, really quick.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that movie theaters will make a comeback?
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah. That's something that would never go out of style.
Bro, life without entertainment is like nothing, bro.
You know what I think will be a big thing though, is drive-in movie theaters. Ooh. I've been to drive-in movie theaters and they are so much fun.
No, they are.
Yeah, I bet. You can probably talk and shit too, right?
But like spring and summer, so much fun.
I got a question. For the drive-in movie theaters, do they give you like a headset or something that you could hear the movies with? Because what if you're like hella far away?
Some of them do you connect your car radio?
Oh, that's amazing.
Or in some of them, it's loud. Like it's humongous. Yeah. It's like these big ass speakers.
I like the car radio. Because then you could like roll up your windows and talk as well, and not worry about it.
Yeah. I didn't know that they did car radio.
We out to the
Oh no, I've been on that way.
Let's go again then. What do you mean?
Oh no, you're right. So last question for me is it easier for independent production companies to put movies on streaming services versus getting it into the actual movie theater?
You know, you didn't even ask for my opinion for the other one.
Ozzy, I am so sorry. What is your opinion?
I'm leaving. I quit. See you later. No, well, yeah, I mean, obviously streaming service is going to be doing better. And right now, more and more streaming services are coming on. You can notice like Netflix are starting to lose shows because people that made those shows want to make their own streaming service as well and start putting that over there. I feel like cable would be gone. I think cable is one thing that you'd be like.
Cable's the one taking a hit, yeah.
Yeah, cable would be just.
Nobody wants to pay.
Yeah. Movies, they come in later. Movies come in later. Well, that's the thing, right? It's cheaper now, but once every single streaming service comes out, you're not gonna get every single one.
That's what I'm saying. So before you finish, I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's the thing. These streaming services are gonna have to be very careful too, because now it's a battle of who's the best. So you have Disney Plus, who they already sat there. They called it firsthand. They're like, hey, listen. They seen this. They was like, wait, hold on.
Marvel franchise.
Right. They were like, hold the phone. Let's do our streaming services. Can you give me this back, please? Thank you so much. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then now HBO, I heard that HBO is also doing Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
So
Netflix bought Nickelodeon.
They're gonna do Nickelodeon. I hope they do Nickelodeon. I'm a Nickelodeon Cartoon Network kid.
So the thing is this, right? So Netflix and Hulu are the only two that I could think of, or maybe even Amazon, that have variety of shows from different channels and stuff, right? HBO stuff will only be HBO or whatever HBO owns. Same thing with Disney, right? So the issue what I think is going to start happening is every single channel or whatever is going to start making their own streaming service. And then the things that are going to take the hit are cable and probably Netflix and Hulu. Because Netflix and Hulu has everything. So they're going to start losing those shows off of them. And then those shows are going to start going into specific streaming service. And then what's going to happen is, if you want to watch The Office, you go on CBS. But if you want to watch...
The battle of who has what franchise.
Yeah.
But then the thing...
And then you're going to be paying for mass shit again. It's going to be just like cable.
I don't think...
Well, okay, be honest. Everybody raise your hand right now. Everybody raise your hand right now if you have your own Netflix account that you pay for.
I use my parents.
1 out of 4 does not have their own Netflix account.
Oh, that password and that email address.
And I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at that at all.
Okay.
That's super smart. 1 person out of 10 needs a Netflix account. So not everybody in the world is gonna have it.
Raise your hand if you have your own Disney Plus account.
I use my friends.
Who?
I don't even use
Got the password and the email address to that too. Look, listen, okay.
Yo, is that a threat? No,
it's not. It's not. Please don't change it. Please don't change it, please.
I will change it.
I was kidding. No, but I feel like honestly, where Netflix went wrong when all those fans though was coming to Netflix saying, hey, you should have this on there. You should have that. Netflix was like, no, we're good. Y'all about to start sweating real soon because now the owners of that thing is going to start pulling back. I definitely do see CBS having their own stream. I think they do, don't they?
I think
CBS wants to start.
Okay.
They're gonna put The Office on
all their shows though.
Bro, what they're doing is they took The Office because they know people binge The Office, and there are some people that will only get it for The Office.
Okay.
Game of Thrones too. Everyone got HBO when Game of Thrones came out.
Game of Thrones.
So the cool thing was...
Can I say something? Don't get mad at me. Can I say something? I think The Office is not that funny.
Oh, you shouldn't have went there. Because look at Ozzy. Look at it. Oh.
Hey, my favorite comedy show is Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
That's a really good one.
It's hilarious. I
love Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I like New Girl. New Girl's pretty funny.
New Girl and Brooklyn. You know New Girl and Brooklyn Nine-Nine had a crossover episode?
Oh my God! No, I didn't.
Yeah, it was like only for a little bit, but they had it. And then you could see like she goes to the precinct and everybody's there. And then in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, he's in like her van. He goes like, I need to commandeer this vehicle, and then he crashes it.
Oh my God, that is so freaking crazy. I did not know
New
that.
Girl's great. I love Schmidt.
Yes.
I know I have to catch up on New Girl. Only reason why I fell off was because it was like,
Hey, don't catch up. I'll spoil it.
no, don't do that.
No, I'll just tell you right now.
No, I'll keep
don't
you
have
out
to
right
do
now.
it. I'll
I
say
will-
it.
I will-
Like, I will.
Yeah, please.
I'll just it's okay. I'll save you some time, bro. So what
No,
happened?
I no, wait. How you mute the mic? Wait. I just want to let you know, this is Juwan 140. Wait, hold on. Before I do that. Sorry. Streaming service is definitely going to take over soon, so you better make sure that you get your subscriptions now before they enter into a high-rise price. Get rid of your cable companies, cable corporations. Definitely do better. Offer better internet service, please. Thank you. You already know who it is. It's Juwan 145, the Nigerian Prince/King. And to the left of me, I have the beautiful Miss Lena.
Am I supposed? Oh, I'm.
Yeah, that's you. You say your
Oh,
outro. Say your outro.
Okay. Thank you so much for inviting me. That was so exciting. My mom has been talking about it the entire week. Like, we've been talking about it at home here the entire week. It was amazing. You guys were so much fun.
Thank you so much for coming and being a part of it. I really do appreciate you coming apart.
Thank you so much. You guys were really kind, and it was so much fun, honestly. I really enjoyed talking about movies, the arts, because, you know, it doesn't happen that often anymore right now,
Sure
at least here.
Right. Absolutely. Then underneath her, we have Mr. Keaton and Charles.
In my head, there's so much applause. There's so much applause.
I thought you was listening to Bobby Shmurda, to be honest.
Standing ovation.
That's what I thought you was doing.
Okay. My outro would be everything we are going through right now is something that happens in life and not to life. So just remember that. Things that we go through happen in life and not to life. So it's a little bit more normal than it may seem. And thank you so much. This is really, really fun. I like being on a podcast. I like this.
Thank you so much for saying yes.
Yes, this is really fun. And I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm proud of you, man.
Don't make me start crying. Like what?
Oh Lord, what are glasses? Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? Got me crying. Like, you see that teardrop? You see that one tear?
What if that was hand sanitizer?
No, that was definitely water. I had the water right there in the corner. I dipped my finger in there real quick. I would have been burning. Then to the but I say left the whole time though. To the left.
They bottom down there.
Then
just point it.
Underneath me, we have Mr. Alleged over there.
Yes, it's alleged. So the reason it's alleged is because, like, let's just say, right? For instance, Juwan has sent me a check. He says it's in the mail, right? And that mail, if it says Uzair Bullock on it, will I be able to cash it in? We don't know. We'll find out. You know, I'll let you know what my bank says after you give me 1,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been
and then
out.
Once we hit that 1,000 subscribers, you know, put some comments, ask, is it alleged or not? And I will personally answer it.
You definitely answered that question, and I definitely want to know the answer to that question because I am sick and tired of saying alleged.
Hey, no, it's alleged. Okay.
We are the Mesh.